There we go.
Do you want to start again?
Yeah. What are we gonna do today?
Okay, today we are going to practice with some difficult English words and also words that Lao people mispronounce a lot and have trouble with.
Okay. So let's start with the first questions. The word method.
Yes, we pronounce method. Method.
Method?
Yeah, it's not method. Method. The O in this case makes the schwa sound, so you would say method. Like
Okay.
almost like the I. Method.
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 Method. Okay.
Method.
Also, Lao people or Lao students also pronounce method.
Right.
Method.
Not correct.
Not correct. Okay, let's move on to number 2. This F-I-N-E and V-I-N-E.
Yeah, so this is a good example because Lao people have 2 letters that are the most difficult for Lao people. One is V and one is R.
R.
And the problem with V is many Lao people try to say w, like the wall in Lao, but that is incorrect because it is more like the fall, like the F sound when you use your mouth. But instead of saying fine, right? Fine means like, fine means like it's
ivory.
Yeah, like it's fancy or nice or yeah. And then vine is like this.
Yep.
Like this. But the F and the V, F is like the no voice.
Yeah.
And V has the voice. So if you touch your throat,
It's vibration here.
yeah. F, no vibration.
Yep.
You feel it.
Yeah.
So it is the same with your teeth and your lip.
Okay.
But one has the voice and one does not have the voice.
Yeah.
So V, vine, F, fine.
Fine. Vine.
Yep. Good example.
Thank you. So this is a very confusing, okay, to Lao students and Lao people. That also the vine is vibration on our throat, right? So they make the sound wine.
Wine, yeah.
Wine. This is the same of wine that we drink.
Yeah.
So this is how do you explain it? The W and V?
Yeah. So the W sound is exactly the same as wall sound in Lao.
Yeah.
Wall and wine. But the V sound, it uses your teeth and your lips. So you put your teeth on the outside, but with wall you don't use your teeth at all. No teeth. You just
What?
Yeah. So wine is like the drink, and vine is like the plant.
Yeah. Thank you. So number 3. We have 2 words that spelling the same.
Yes.
Very similar. Okay. So number 3, W-I-N-D and W-I-N-D.
Right.
The first one is
wind.
wind, and the next one
Wind.
wind. Okay. Also, a lot of people just pronounce wind and wind.
Yeah.
Both is wind.
Wind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does the first one mean?
Okay, so if you take like the rope or the wire and you wrap around like this, this is called wind.
Wind. Okay.
Wind. But if you have wind, obviously in Lao is
Lom.
right? So wind is and wind means to wrap or to sometimes you have the toy for the children that you twist and it goes
That way, wind.
Wind, yeah.
Okay. Number 4, P-A-R-T-I-C-I-P-A-T-E and P-A-R-T-I-C-I-P-A-N-T-S.
Okay, so we have participate and participants. Okay, so participate means that you are active in like the activity. So participate is a verb.
Yep.
Okay, participants are the people. So they are the noun of the activity. So if you have a class of students and they are working on homework, they participate, verb, in the activity of homework.
Yeah.
And then if they are participating, they are participants.
So, you know, Lao students pronounce participate.
Participate, yeah.
And participant.
Yeah.
Is it correct?
No, incorrect.
Okay.
So we have to say the R sound, right? So R, par,
Yeah.
participate,
Participate.
correct? And then participant,
Participants.
participant.
Wow.
Yeah. So at the end is not participant,
Okay.
it is like the schwa sound again.
Oh.
Participant.
So, number 5 is line at number 3. So, start with W-O-U-N-D and W-O-U-N-D.
Yeah, so here we have two words that are same spelling, but different sound and different meaning. So we have wound,
Wound and
wound, which is like if you have the cut on your arm or broken leg, you can call it wound. But wound,
wound
is from wind, the same sound.
Yeah.
But it is you can describe as adjective or past tense verb. So you would say wind.
Wind
now
is the base form of word, right?
Yeah. Right now I wind, and now
Then
I have already wound my finger.
yeah.
Or I can say this is a wound finger.
Yeah.
So it is wound.
That's very good.
So it is
example.
a difficult pronunciation between wound and wound.
That's right. Because it's the same spelling, right?
Same spelling, yeah.
Maybe we misunderstanding while we read or to hear from the news, right?
You have to understand from like the context. If they talk about maybe a motorcycle accident, then you know they're talking about wound because they have a cut or their leg or something like this.
And the last one is about camera.
Okay.
So if I am a photographer, so I take the photography, right? So if I finish took the picture, so this word, how do we pronounce this? Start with P-H-O-T-O-G-R-A-P-H-E-D.
Photographed.
Photographed. Okay.
Yeah. So it is like the past tense, right?
Yep.
I photographed you yesterday.
Yep.
Or yesterday I photographed you making breakfast or something like this, right? So it is photographed.
So I have more question about the pictures. So we have photograph, and image, and how about footage?
Footage, yeah. Okay, good question. So we have photograph, which is the picture. What was the second one you said?
Image.
Image is the same. Usually when we talk about image, we talk about like the digital image on your phone or on your camera. We call it the image.
Yep.
But when you have it on the actual copy, we call picture or photograph. And then footage refers to video. So the footage talks about like a finished clip of video clip. You can call footage.
Footage. Now I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. So, look, do you have some suggestion for Lao students? How can we improve our hearing when we speak to the foreigner and they didn't understand, they don't understand while the Falang give the speech to them?
Yeah.
What is the key?
I think the key is you can ask the foreigner, please slow down. Number one, ask for them to slow down, and then you can understand a little bit clearer. One recommendation I have also is to practice listening to English music. Is a good way to practice your listening skill.
Yeah.
Because you can understand what they say if you listen to the same song many times.
Yeah.
And then another good example is to like watch the YouTube video in English
with a subtitle.
With subtitle, so that you can hear and read. And when you read, you can understand, oh, that's how to pronounce this word. I
think I have an idea about this.
Okay.
Because everyone in English have the key, right? Have the keywords. Every word that have the first letter and the end letter, right?
Yeah.
So, like a vine.
Yeah.
Vine, and it's the end with N, right?
N, yeah.
So every word that has a keyword.
Right.
And if N with T is T sound, N with D is D sound.
Right.
So if we practice about the letter for the beginner, right?
Right.
And we can understand the Falang speak.
Yeah. I think that is a good idea too. Like one example of that is when I go to the market, right? And I want to buy the watermelon.
Yeah.
And I ask her, is this sweet or is it sour? Right?
Yeah.
Som or wan?
Wan.
Right? So I ask her the question at the market and she says, right? So I don't hear anything but one word. I hear wan, and I'm like, okay, I think maybe this one is the sweet one, right?
Okay.
So this is a good example of something that you can do when you practice English is like listen for the key word because then you will understand the meaning of what they talk about. So for example, if someone is wanting to take a tour of Champasak or like Wapu, right?
Yeah.
And you ask them, okay, do you want to take the bus or the motorcycle or the car? And they say, I want to go check out Wapu and do all these things and it's going to be really fun, but I want to take the bus and I want to have a good time with all these people, there's all these random people.
Yeah, Wapu, bus, people.
Right, exactly. So you can hear them practice listening for the key words. So you listen for bus or car or whatever, bus and Wapu and people, right? So you know many people, maybe a big group, and then go on the bus to Wapu and tour. So it's a good practice for listening.
Yeah, thank you. Wow, that is very. How do I can't explain this. I have it speechless. Okay, thank you for your teaching. Okay.
Yes,
it's kind of teaching.
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
All right. Thank you.
See you next video.
See you next video.